on the ground. The guys on the ground were looking for food, grub, and those on the tree were eating some leaf or something. When a flash flood arrived, and suddenly these monkeys on the ground were caught unaware. A few of them got drowned, but a few tried to stand up, and they discovered that they could, they could stand up in the water, and the water was holding them up. And they took a couple of steps forward, and they could actually move. And the monkeys on the tree started laughing, and soon the flash flood went away, like it was normal 4 million years ago, it seems. And they found these monkeys standing up. A few of the monkeys followed them, the monkeys who were standing up. And the other monkeys on the tree continued laughing. Incidentally, these guys on the trees are still laughing, and the guys who walked away are us. So this is the theory of aquatic ape theory. But this story tells us that it is us who have choice, who has the power to choose. And design is all about choices. So, when this filmmaker, Werner Herzog, went into the Chauvet cave, this is a cave which has, drawings and paintings done some 38,000 years ago. And this cave is somewhere in Germany, and between France and Germany. He felt that he was entering an animator's studio of an animator who was deep into a project, who was studying, making many drawings to get a movement right. Later, it was figured out by archaeologists and paleontologists and all those kind of people, Niegel's type, that this entire cave was done by one single man. Forensic some trip proved that. So he was actually hitting on trying to get this movement right. In a way, to the early man, technology had dawned upon this urge to understand how things move. Sorry. We also now suspect that it was the basic optics of camera obscura, which is the pinhole camera, that sprung perspective upon the masters, the Renaissance masters, that we got, people like Raphael and Leonardo and Michelangelo and all these people actually trying to think of perspective, before which we didn't have. So it is again technology hitting art, and it transforms itself into something else. Perspective allowed a shift in thought, and the study of space outside led to the study of space inside. This is incredible. People started looking inwards. You can see, if you understand art history, you know what I'm talking about. And soon, Marcel Duchamp, this incredible man, announced that the retinal art was dead. Retinal art is art in the service of the eye, beautiful, fantastic pictures, images. So Marcel Duchamp announced in 1922 or something, before 22, that the retinal art was dead. It coincided with the beginnings of cinema and the manipulation of space and time. This was an incredible time, technology was striking art again. So every time technology hits art, something happens. It throws up choices for people. It also changes the whole course of our journey, our history. So, coincided the beginnings of cinema and the manipulation of space and time. So we have cinema. Art was no longer only in the service of the eye, it was conceptual and in the service of the mind. So this is how it changed. Technology, production, industry, art for production, industrial art, Vectimus and Bauhaus grew from a hope that only through socialist ideas can design, invite an egalitarian world. This still holds true, you know. Yeah, it does even today. One of the main examples are the metros, which are being, you know, springing up all over our cities. You know, it brings in a kind of equality, which the only other things that brought in this century is internet. So, in a metro, everybody sits together. It's, you know, a pedestal of high design, supposedly. But it is only through design that this egalitarianism has been brought through. The king of megalomaniacs chose a socialist design. I wonder what, I mean, I guess you can decide this, guess it. It is the Volkswagen, the car, and the man who designed it is the man who is not wearing the hat. And the guy who is sitting in the car, of course you know him, he's Hitler, and he approved this design. It's completely socialist, and it's even called Volkswagen, people's car. And this is it. And this has been under production even, you know, till 2002 or something, in Brazil, sorry. They twisted it to serve their horrors. You know, they used the same car to make it look like this, and this is called the Kugelwagen, or forgive me if I pronounced it wrong. This is the same chassis, it is the same car. You know, people in Belgium, people in Poland, France, Netherlands, Soviet Union, the early Soviet Union, they shudder when they see this thing. Because this had become the official car of the evil machine that exterminated 6 million human beings. 6 million human beings who are not at war with anyone. This is the choice, again, somebody made. But the original design stayed on the minds of the people. It defined new roles afterwards. Incredibly, this is the car that now stands as a symbol for peace. Can you believe it? For peace and love. This car, which was this, not even a couple of, you know, decades before this, before the 60s, when this became a peaceful sign. Anyway, whose choice was this? Was it the designer? Was it the choice of the design? Was it the choice of the people? However, there is another story to it. This is a drawing by a person, a gentleman, by the name of Joseph Gans in 1929. And this is him on his standard superior, his car, at the Berlin Auto Show in 1933. Hitler was supposed to have seen this car. Hitler did see it because he was at this auto show. Shortly afterwards, this car vanished, and so did Joseph Gans. Joseph Gans was hounded out of Germany by the Gestapo. He was a Jew and a socialist. So we know nothing about him afterwards. He was last found in Australia or somewhere. Poor man died. When the choice becomes an appropriation, it is often a forceful event. This is him actually. Our story may have begun earlier than this. We are jumping earlier than her. For those of us who don't know who this girl is, she was dug up in 1898 by the British in a province called Sindh in the northern, right now in Pakistan, and they found her in a archaeological dig, and they found that she belonged to the Harappan civilization, and she's called the dancing girl since she was found. And art historians, legends like Anand Kumaraswamy, among others, found a continuum of work from Sindh to Tanjore, very close here. Our stories is full of choices and tributes. That one art practitioner paid to the other, in a continuity that spanned centuries, the classical, the folk and the contemporary, one feeding the other. The painting here is by Raja Ravi Verma. He's a painter of the last century, and he's the first guy who introduced oil paint and also perspective in this continent. He was an incredible man, and he was very progressive for his times. And this is him, and he collided with technology of that time. And this machine that you see is a lithographic press. And this is how he translated the art that we saw till now. A great act of social movement. By doing this, he brought gods, images of gods, to the houses, because these guys were always housed in temples till then. So he made use of this technology, which is lithography, and he brought these gods into normal people's houses, and they were sold for, 5 annas or something, which is very little those days. And this is how all these characters, they all came into our houses. And a pastiche, it's a French word, is a work of visual art, literature, theatre or music that imitates the style or character of the work of one or more other artists. This is it is Ravi Verma's work that actually fed Indian cinema. Indian cinema as we know it, Phalke's Harishchandra is one of the first examples of what later became known as Bollywood cinema. Unlike parody, pastiche celebrates rather than mocks the work it imitates. So this is how Indian cinema is. You add music and sound and songs to it, we get the average Bollywood film. Then, interestingly, a choice was made. Because our youth did not know our own culture and instead knew much about Superman, Spider-Man, Phantom, Mandrake and others, Amar Chitra Khadha did everyone a favor. Actually, this inverted thing is actually the very words of the man who started Amar Chitra Khadha. His name was Mr. Pai, Uncle Pai he was called. But when choices become appropriations, it leads to forceful events like we saw with the Volkswagen. This followed, and because that was not enough, another choice was made, with new technology taking us higher and higher. So high that this hurried path with newer technologies took us to where we find ourselves today. The people from abroad might not be able to understand this, but I'll try to explain. And this is where we find ourselves now. We have reached even before where we started from. It's a complicated sentence, but we have reached even before where we started from. It's an incredible situation. It's not very happy, it's frightful. Not very bright. There are decisive times in our history. Art meets science and philosophy every day these days. Yet, our average farmer gets only 8 rupees a kilo of the produce made, and we know, and he knows, and we know who writes them. Who takes the rest of the money? We know it. This is a kind of appropriation too. He gets only 8 rupees and he often hangs himself. This is the true reality of this country. And we also know where it goes. We can blame the system, we can blame each other, but we know where it goes. To think that designers must not get involved in all this is not right either. So young people, designers like you, should get involved in these things and should also understand design involves all this. It's time that designers make choices. Like the monkeys earlier, we should make choices. Design is about choices. Design is about making choices. Design is about rejecting things. Design is about going forward with new things. We must choose to align with crafts and expose those who ride on them, those who appropriate them, so that those who come after us will also watch out for them. Because art meeting technology is design. This is accepted, everybody agrees to it. But using technology to appropriate art is not design. It's something else. We have to cook up a word for it. But here is another story, another kind of appropriation. This is a map. And this is cauliflower. And this is a lady from Manchuria. And she has no clue about this. This is Gobi Manchuria. Thank you so much.
But I like the crispiness of the visual. I feel like I need a bite.
Up next, we have an Odyssey performance by Simran Kaur.
Tadi feeling stress.
Good evening to one and all. I am Shruti Jaiswal.
And I'm Ashwin Muslim.
The past week has been incredibly eventful. We all met new people, had new experiences, learned new things to do, and most of all, developed a sense of community through the week.
We, the students of NID Andhra Pradesh, are immensely thankful to our beloved director, Mr. Shekhar Mukherjee, for believing in us and giving us this fantastic opportunity.
In organizing this festival, we tried our best to make it sustainable. Our canteen went through a major change in its plating system. We started using leaves instead of paper plates to serve your steaming hot idlis and dosas. Waste management has become a lot more segregated with different bins for different kinds of waste. The banners were made out of fabric and different techniques of detailing. Almost all the materials used for decoration were sustainable.
This is the first time this festival became multidisciplinary. Students and exponents from multiple disciplines attended and showcased their works and experience in these 5 days in the form of workshops and detox. This festival also gave us, as well as our delegates, an opportunity to explore local crafts and culture of Andhra Pradesh, as well as empower them. We are grateful to NID alumni for attending this fest, the first ever first fest we have hosted, and for making it richer with their own insights and experiences.
Chitra 2019 owes gratitude to key supporters without whom we would not have had the courage to host a festival of this scale. We would like to thank in particular our ever-inspiring GC chairperson, Mr. Udit Malhotra, CEO and Managing Director of Dynamatic Technologies Limited, for his generous support. The campus is also indebted to DPIIT for placing their faith in brand NID Andhra Pradesh. Our guiding angel, Professor Isabel Harguera, Dr. Nigel Hughes, Dr. Gabriela Christian, Professor Silvanus Lilis, Tanya De Leon, Gianmarco Serra, Paolo Polsello, E Studio El Palmeral, Enrica Brumini, Swagata Ghosh, Thomas Gassman, Andrea Saxel, Bruno Lelli, Roberta Dominici, Lorenzo, and Sarah Saturni, who are our supporters from across oceans who have expanded the horizons of what it means to extend a helping hand. Our sincere thanks to Pratik Sethi, Sonam Gyaltsen, Yashwant K, Rajiv Nagar, Anita Menon, Dr. Shaumya Chakravarti, Dr. Arnab Biswas, Sonali Upadhyay, Dev Kumar Mitra, SP Sarkar, Prakash Murthy, Ghost Animation Studio, Blackbird Studio, Rajesh Pulawal, Pradeep Patil, Burhanuddin Khatib, Shahid Ram Todu, and Y. Krishna for sparing their time and effort in order to enrich our festival effort.
And now, it's time to announce the results of Chitra 19 competitions. Yes. So I would like to call upon stage Isabel Harguera for the product design category. Please welcome with a round of applause. So the first position for the product design category goes to Mayank Mishra from National Institute of Design. National Institute of Design, Andhra Pradesh. Mayank Mishra. Let's have a round of applause, guys. For the second position, we have Vidushi Gupta from Sister Institute of Art, Technology and Design. Vidushi Gupta. Okay. Next we have, for third position, we have Ajay Fulchand Prasad from National Institute of Design, Andhra Pradesh.
I would like to call upon Dr. Soumya Chakrabarti to give away the next award. The next category is furniture design. The first prize again goes to Ajay Fulchand Prasad. Second prize goes to Pragya Gupta from Bansathali Institute of Design. Banasthali. The third prize goes to Muskan Keshri again from Banasthali Institute of Design. Thank you, sir.
Now I would like to call upon stage Dr. Nigel Hughes for giving away the next awards. And the first position, Audioscapes. The first position for Audioscapes goes to Studio Alphaz, National Institute of Design, Andhra Pradesh. The second position goes to Cyborg Beats, National Institute of Design, Haryana. The third position goes to Swati Pramod T, Aram Center for Art, Design and Environmental Studies.
Thank you, sir. I would like to call upon stage Dev Kumar Mitra for giving away the prizes for the category comics. The first prize goes to Sudarshan Devados from National Institute of Design, Paladi. The second prize goes to Anurag Eka, again from National Institute of Design, Paladi. Do we have any representative from National Institute of Design, Paladi? They can come and take away the prizes. The third prize goes to Shobhantika Das Gupta from Srishti Institute of Art, Design and Technology. We have another third position here, backed by Kasturi from National Institute of Design, Paladi. I would like the representative to collect it.
Now I would like to call upon stage Andrika Brumni for giving up the prize for craft innovation. So the gold prize in craft and innovation category goes to Vidushi Gupta, Srishti Institute of Art, Design and Technology.
Jean Marco, please come on the stage. Please give her the Thank you. Next category, Interaction Design, Bronze Prize is backed by Mayank Mishra, National Institute of Design. I would like to call upon Prakash Murthy on stage to give away the prize.
I would like to call upon stage Gianmarco Serra for giving away the prize of Live Action Fiction category. And the gold prize goes to Ishan Aditya and Anmol Kashyap from NIFT Bhubaneswar.
Do we have any representatives? The
Silver prize goes to ID Group from Symbiosis Institute of Design. The bronze.
next category category live action documentation. The gold prize goes to Bharat Manoj, National from United World Institute of Design. Special mention to J.J. Abraham from Satyajit Ray Film and Television Institute.
I would like to call upon stage Zilvinas Lilas to give away the prizes in packaging category. And the gold prize goes to Simran Kamboj, National Institute of Design, Madhya Pradesh. The silver prize goes to Infinity Loop, National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad. The bronze medal goes to Ayan Chaudhary, National Institute of Design.
Give away the medals for category photography. The gold medal is backed by Kajal Devrokar, National Institute of Design. I would like to call upon stage Diego to give away the prize. Gold medal to Kajal Devrokar. Silver medal is backed by Kiran MN. Bronze medal is backed by Saksham Singh, National Institute of Design.
Now, I would like to call upon stage Thomas Gassman for the giving away the prize in poster design category. And the gold medal goes to Ishita Chetri from St. Xavier's College, Kolkata. Silver medal goes to Vimarsh Bhatt, Sister Institute of Art, Design and Technology, Bangalore.
Do we have a representative from Srishti?
The bronze medal goes to Nanmi Singh Jala, Sister Institute of Art, Design and Technology, Bangalore. Nanmi Singh.
Up next, we have category print concepts, for which Kaushini Majumdar from MIT has bagged the gold medal. Is she present here?
Now, the next category is textile narratives, and I would like to call Andrea Saxer for giving away the prize. And the gold medal goes to Divya Verma, National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad.
Representative.
The silver medal goes to Anushika Sharma, Sister Institute of Art, Design and Technology, Bangalore. The bronze medal goes to Purti Bapat, National Institute of Design and And there's a special mention, Mansi Savlikar, Sister Institute of Art, Design and Technology.
Up next, we have the category of unconventional materials. I would like Bruno Lely to come up on the stage and give away the medals. Dr. Arnab Vishwas. Thank you, sir. The gold medal is bagged by Ajay Fulchand Prasad from National Institute of Design, Andhra Pradesh. Silver medal is bagged by Vidushi Gupta from Srishti Institute of Art, Design and Technology. The bronze medal is bagged by Tushar Sonkar, National Institute of Design.
The next category is toy and game design, and I would like to call Roberta Dominici to give away the prizes. Roberta. And the gold medal goes to Sujit Kumar, Kerala State Institute of Design. Silver medal goes to Period, Sister Institute of Art, Design and Technology. The bronze medal goes to Raima Batavia, DJ Academy of Design.
Thank you, Roberta. I would like to call upon stage Mary Carmen to give away the next medals for category System Design. Mary Carmen, please come up on the stage. The gold medal is bagged by Priyanka Agarwal, Srishti Institute of Art, Design and Technology, Bangalore. medal is backed by Devika Sarogi, Srishti Institute of Art, Design and Technology. Silver medal by Devika Sarogi from Srishti. Bronze medal by Sense and Sustenance from National Institute of Design, Andhra Pradesh. Ayan Chaudhary and Abhikar Chaurasi.
The next category we have is animation, and I would like to call Y. Krishna for giving away the prizes. And the gold medal goes to Sharad UK, Satyajit Rai Film and Television Institute. The silver medal goes to Trisha Banerjee, again from Satyajit Rai Institute. Let's have a round of applause, guys. And the bronze medal has been backed by Tanmaya Bhatnagar, Pearl Academy, Noida.
And now, we come down to the announcement of the winners of this first Design Olympics. With 2 gold medals, 7 silver, 2 bronze, that is 11 total medals, Srishti Institute of Art, Design and Technology bags the place. I would like to call upon stage Dr. Nigel Hughes and Dr. Shauma Chakraborty to give away the trophies. The winner trophy is backed by National Institute of Design, Andhra Pradesh. I would request all the participants who took part in these competitions to come up on the stage and take the trophy. SAP President. Participants, please quickly come on the stage. A huge round of applause, guys. Thank you all. I would like to call upon stage our director Shekhar Mukherjee to come and speak few words of wisdom.
Yeah, it's a long week and long day. I think before we head for the closing performance, Chitra Katha operetta, thanks for the people who are practicing and have enough patience for it, because we have to come to a closer. And before that, I don't have much to say. A lot of words are being spoken. It is definitely a kind of blind jury, neutral jury, which gave a very honest verdict. And what we try to do in a hypothetical manner to create a healthy environment and healthy competition among all the design schools. And for what? And Murthy, salute to you, hats off. I mean, you really left that provocation. It's not only an idea, it's you just can't control the human race. You just control the life, you just control. I will just say that, shall we also think about 2021, another edition? Shall we go through all the fundamentals and break the rule? Okay, yeah. So life will go on, and I just say one thing. Thank you everyone. Thanks for the patience and supporting this bizarre proposal of celebrating the cow. And one thing, as a closing speech, I will tell you, I really wanted to bring life. I came here purely, I fell in love with the rebels of communication design final year. I really feel they have guts and they're genuine. They demanded a deserving human interaction, nothing else. Marks, grades, performance, it really doesn't matter. It is too outdated idea. It is too outdated idea, and I think world today is standing on a very delicate situation. So my last line, before I go to last line, I'll tell you that award never stops. Wacom and Huion, they did some crash competition. These two light boxes got also given by Topolet, one of our graduate, Satyajit Kumar. He gifted this as an award, and I'm glad that it gone to two good animators, so they will tell more truthful film for the society. And there are two more hours where the crash competition happened, so I will request Ram to come on the stage. Ram, if you're there. And I'll also call this Huion crash illustration. Topic was, I forgot, I gave the name, but was it water or air? Water. And Wacom we gave air. And this will be my last line before we announce. Huion winner is gone to Vani. Vani, come here and take your... Come fast, time is running out. And silver is Avivakti. And Wacom, gold gone to Rohan P. Anil. And silver to Aran. Silver to Aran, come fast. Let's not miss the train. Train is about to leave. Slow train coming. Fast. Yeah, so I think all of these are the effort to bring all these people together, that all of you should become an entrepreneur and help each other, and will stay forever young. So, the last line, water and air. One of the Tao says, in this world, in this universe, water and air are independent. They don't care about anyone. Rest has to depend on water and air. Think about it, what we are fighting for. All the best, all the brave hearts, and thanks to all my colleagues, thanks to the students. We are here for the students, otherwise life is boring. Let's take the challenge ahead, and over to Janmarco. Take the floor. Thank you for your patience, and Chitra Katha operetta is now starting. 2021, let's seriously discuss what should be the theme. Let's not announce it right now.
Let's look at the short program we have in mind. So now we will see the results of some workshop we did around here. Sound design by Thomas, he will say something. The film, the Cucinema, we painted the film, and I asked Diego to put some slides during my short speech. And we also did a cook workshop, and then we did fashion design. You can see some models, and we will have a show, and we will have a ballet from Enrica, Italy. It's impossible to thank all the students that participated to the workshop. Have been a lot of work. I'll ask Thomas to say something about the sound. The film you will see soon is the sound is made by the guys from the sound design workshop, and they did something special.
Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So the students, they learned how to listen during this week. Their goal was to record, for example, a sound map of NID campus. And one important trip was we did a field trip. We went to Vijayawada railway station, we went to the Undavali caves. We recorded a lot of sounds there, and so the task for the students was to create a soundscape, not knowing how the film will look like. So they basically were working blindfolded, and we listened to the soundtracks at 6 o'clock. We finished them at half past 6. So everything perfect. We're gonna listen to soundscapes, and we're gonna see the film by Cucinema. And I'm very grateful for your idea, Gianmarco. Very nice, thank you.
So the workshop of fashion design was in hands of Bruno Lelli and Roberta Domenici. The dance will be performed by Enrica Brumini. The cook design workshop was from Mari Carmen and from Sara Citerni. And oh, thank you. And before I finish, I want to give the mic to the Professor De Pancar, because he also wants to say just one thing.
Thank you, everybody. I'm going to sing a Smith song. It's basically old poems written by Parvati Prasad Babu. Ki hore ragi jola kola holi kun pagolar bijoy mola loli. Ki hore ragi jola kola holi kun pagolar bijoy mola loli. Jalak tabak bat ne pao sini, thorak barak jao jini tini, bat ne pao sini. Andha sokut oru phul gaji, ujjal jyoti sai ondola holi. Ki hare rage jola kola holi kun pagolar bijoy mola loli. So after that we sing a folk song. It's called Bihu. Can you clap with me? Can you clap, everybody? Bohagi oi tumar naam tumi amar dehor jaan. Bohagi oi tumar naam tumi amar dehor jaan. Kator pator kohiloi bhabi sil jane koi sukun ujai পড়ে অতীতর কাহিনী ওই মরম ডিম চিঠি দিলে উত্তৰ দিম চিঠিৰে ওই মাজতে কবিতা মই লিখি দিম পগলা ওই পিয়নে দিয়ে কি ওই নিদিয়ে তোমাৰ নুকুমলি Thank you.
A las muchachas bonitas se las cantamos así. Despierta, niña, despierta, mira que ya amaneció. Y a los pájaros cantan, la luna ya se metió.
Una mattina mi sono alzato, oh bella già, bella già, bella già, già, già. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invaso, oh partigiano, portami via, oh bella già, bella già, bella già.
Well, we've put together a little trio here, and maybe you know that Rabindranath, when writing Rabindra Sangeet, sometimes had inspiration from abroad. So we're going to do a little Rabindra Sangeet here, but with the translation, the Scottish song that Rabindranath translated from. So. He banks and praise of bonny dew, how can ye bloom so fresh and fair? Reminds me of departed joys, departed never to return. Pule, pule, dole, dole, paekiba, Dubai. Fule, fule, dole, dole, paekiba, Dubai. Joti mi lolo jule, kole, Julia Jan. Peacock-iba kunje kunje, peacock-iba kunje kunje, go 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 gai. Kijani kishiro yagi rano kori, high oft have I rode by bonny to see the rose wood, fine twine, and every bird sang of its love, and fondly said, "My own mind, with lightsome hearts I plucked a rose and sat upon its thorny tree. My false love stole my rose, and all she left was thorns for me. Kijani kishiro yagi rano kono,
बात निकली है तो दूर तलक जाएगी, दूर तलक जाएगी, वापस तो यहीं आएगी।
ओ कन्हैया, ओ कन्हैया, याद है कुछ भी हमारी कन्हैया, याद है कुछ भी हमारी, याद है कुछ भी हमारी, क्या तेरे भूलने के मैं बारी कहूँ, क्या तेरे भूलने के मैं बारी, कन्हैया याद है कुछ भी हमारी। बिनती मैं कर कर बमनों से पूछी, बिनती मैं कर कर बमनों से पूछी, पल पल की खबर तेहारी, मैं कर कर बमना से पूछी, पल पल की खबर तेहारी, पैया पड़ी महादेव के जाके, पैया पड़ी महादेव के जाके, पैया पड़ी महादेव के जाके, तुलना भी करके मैं हारी कन्हैया, तुलना भी करके मैं हारी कन्हैया, याद है कुछ भी हमारी कन्हैया, याद है कुछ भी हमारी कन्हैया, याद है कुछ भी हमारी।
Let's add some more Bollywood energy to the party, guys.
Oh hamdam, soniyo re, oh chaliya soniyo re, oh chaliya शाम को खिड़की से चोरी चोरी नंगे पाँव चांद आएगा, oh हमदम सोनियो रे, oh chaliya सोनियो रे, oh chaliya शाम को खिड़की से चोरी चोरी नंगे पाँव चांद आएगा, oh सोनियो रे, sing along guys, oh chaliya रे, oh सोनियो रे, oh chaliya रे, क्यों आजकल नींद का मुकाबला ज्यादा है, लगता खुदा का कोई नेक इरादा है, गलता फकीर आज दिल शहजादा है, लगता खुदा का कोई नेक इरादा है, या मुझे प्यार है ऐसा कुमार है, या मुझे प्यार है ऐसा कुमार है,
Diego, you can go with the film, please.
Patience in that direction, Starter. You should forget that. I'm trying.
So I will speak in English. I had no idea that Chitra was going to have to.
Many friends as we started dreaming year back that we'll do Chitra from this transit campus of NIT Andhra Pradesh. Myself being an alumni, we are, I'll request you can adjust the projector later. Please adjust the projector later, mommy. Please move out. We have to start with you guys.
This was really heroic. You have come here only a few months back. And, to put together this whole thing is a sharp.
Sorry, she always may exaggerate being an animator. So it's without you, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on.
We have to start with improvise.
Lights off.